Today we shall explore true myths about things that happened.
Hello and welcome to True Myths About Things That Happened. And we will be consulting our giant compendium of godlike knowledge that has been gathered for centuries by sages such as I and my predecessors in order to give you knowledge about the different gods and their mythology. So let's delve, shall we? Today we shall be discussing Cronus. More importantly, known as the god who chopped off his own father's balls for no damn reason. Now, as we delve into this, let me give you just a little bit of understanding as to exactly who Cronus was. Cronus was the god, the son of Uranus and Gaia. Gaia, of course, being the earth, and Uranus being also known as Uranus. So, being a mighty ruler of the heavens, having to deal with a name like Uranus must have been, well, a pain in the ass. No pun intended. I'm lying. That pun was 100% intended. Now, to get a little bit of an idea as to exactly what Cronus was going through, let's give you the mother of all mommy-daddy fights throughout the existence of the cosmos. Now, Uranus was having a bit of a problem. You see, he was having tons of children that were freaks of nature. One of his children had one eyeball. Of course, that was the Cyclops. He threw it into Tartarus, which is, to say, God prison or disposal. Purgatory? Look, it's just a place that they threw unwanted gods, alright? Next up was Hecaton, this guy, alright? He's somewhere, just that guy, okay? I can't pronounce that. Do your best, alright? Have fun. Anyway, that's the dude who has 100 eyes and 100 hands and is, once again, another freak of nature. Now, alright, Cyclops baby maybe you're able to deal with, especially if you like Futurama and you like Leela. Alright, fine. Cyclops baby. You can deal with that. 100-eyed, 100-handed baby monster thing that comes out of your wife's vagina? No, I'm sorry. If I was Uranus, I probably would have thrown that thing into the pit of Tartarus as well. Also, I probably would change my name from Uranus to Joe, or anything that doesn't sound like Uranus. Seriously, you're a god. Just change your damn name. It's not hard. Gaia was pissed off because of a lot of her babies, which were freakishly deformed, were being thrown into the Tartarus by her husband. And she decides to ask her son, Cronus, to do something about it. Now, this doing something about it turns out to be a bit freaking terrifying as well. Basically, she gives him a sickle made out of stone. Once again, we know that Gaia is the earth in total, so I'm assuming it's some sort of magic stone from the center of the earth. I don't know. Look, it's a stone sickle, and she tells him to cut Uranus's balls off, alright? That's pretty extreme, no matter who you are. I mean, I don't know, you're gonna have to be pretty big ass for your son to willingly chop off your balls. That's a bit... That's some shit right there, I'm gonna be honest. So basically, Cronus jumps in and he decides, what the hell, Mom, I'll do it for you. And Gaia lures Uranus down for a little bit of sexy time, a little bit of cosmic arguing. The texts are unclear. What we do know is that he succeeds and chops his father's balls off. Now, the ensuing blood-semen mixture, some of it lands on Gaia, on the actual land, and that creates 3 other titans, which are Gigantes and 2 of these other names, which are going to pop up on the screen because, again, I don't know how to pronounce them, so do your best, Latin/Greek majors. I don't know what they are, just throw it out there. And some of the jizz winds up in, some of the semen winds up in the sea, and then it foams up and out pops Aphrodite. Again, the texts are a little unorthodox. They're not exactly sure as to whether or not Aphrodite pops out here, or according to this account from another sage, that was actually Cronus's sperm that eventually goes into the ocean from similar injury, and that creates Aphrodite. Look, I don't know. All I know is the jizz goes into the ocean and the sea foam turns into a goddess of love and beauty. That's some potent jizz. Not often that you get to say you jizzed in the ocean and a goddess came out. Cronus gets to. Or Uranus. One of them gets to claim that. So, we move past this into the next stage. Basically, Uranus is pretty pissed off at having his son chop off his balls and calls some of his brothers to his side, which have a very strange name. I can't even really type it, but I'm going to put it up on the screen. That's basically what they're called. It's not Titans in Latin or Greek, because there's actually a little bit of an argument as to the fact that the word Titans comes from this. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't care. All I know is that they show up and they're pissed off and they fight. And so, you know, Cronus busts some of his other siblings out of God prison, the Tartarus, and lets him loose on his dad, and they battle, and Cronus wins. Cronus, of course, then decides to do the right thing and throw his siblings right back into the Tartarus. God hell. The one thing that his mother asked him to not do, to actually undo, he undoes and then immediately redoes. Now, he's just witnessed his mother ask him to chop his father's balls off in retaliation. Not really the wisest of moves. Oh, and, you know, to further add insult to injury, his newly born brother, Gigantus, he throws him in there too. And then he puts a dragon outside of Tartarus, as if the fact that it's not the Tartarus is enough of a deterrent. It's God prison. He throws a dragon named Campe outside of it and says, hey, yo, don't let any people bust up in here, because that guy's got 100 eyes and 100 hands, and that guy's got one eye, and I don't even know what Gigantus is, but he's fucking huge. Don't let him out. Don't let anyone in to let him out. Have fun guarding Tartarus, Campy. Now, at this point, Cronus has pretty much done everything stupid that he possibly can. He's cut his dad's balls off and then killed him, which means cutting his dad's balls off in the first place is completely unnecessary, but what the hell? I mean, if you're gonna go big or go home, then go big. Cut off all the body parts before you throw them into hell or whatever. Yeah, sure. Then he throws his siblings that were supposed to be breaking out of prison back into prison after they help him fight a war against his uncles and his father. So, you know, brother of the year right there. And if that's not enough, he takes one of his other siblings, his sister, Rhea, and decides to make her his goddess queen of all things. And also his mom is still there, who's a pretty major goddess herself, considering she birthed all these things. So yeah, Cronus is on a roll. Now, don't ask me how, but when he does take on the mantle of godhood, mankind enters a golden age in which morality is no longer questioned. It is simply done. What is right, and mankind follows those laws to the letter. There is no inkling of evil, and everyone is happy, and the golden age is a huge success. Until Cronus remembers that his mom and dad once upon a time told him that one of his children would overthrow him in the same manner that he overthrew his father. Guess it wasn't as big a deal until he actually started cutting his dad's balls off and killed him. Pretty much in the afterglow of the whole, hey, I'm the king of everything, he realized, oh shit, mom and dad warned me that this was going to happen. Which, of course, enters into the next telling. Zeus. Where he came from. And how Cronus went from being the ruler of the Golden Age to the actual giant douchebag asshole that we all know and love. Or at least know. So the moral of the story so far is, if your dad's a giant asshole, castrate him with stone sickle, and maybe you'll rule the universe with your sister wife and enter mankind into a golden age. Or, you know, go see a movie. One of those is bound to be the moral of the story. It's up to you to decide. I can't do everything for you. This has been Sage, with another, or actually the first, True myths about stuff that happened, according to the compendium. And until next time, guys, as always, peace. Please don't actually chop your dad's balls off with a stone sickle. That could probably get me into a lot of legal trouble. I just don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. I don't even care if your mom is Earth. Just don't. Don't.
Hey, if you like that content, why don't you do me a super huge favor and click that like button? And if you like all of my content and want to see more, why don't you hit that subscribe button so you can be updated anytime I do anything new. And well, if you want to be my best friend, you can go ahead and try to share this on Facebook or Twitter or Reddit, anywhere really. Get that stuff out there and help this channel grow. It'd really mean a lot to me.